Welcome to the Full Audio Books Short Stories channel. The author, Sandy Ingram, holds the print, digital and audio rights.
Life was never going to be the same for Lilly. She lost her husband, and her children were busy with their own lives. She was left in a 5-bedroom home by herself. For months, she Skyped with the kids and the grandkids, went to church, the grocery store, and the movies once a week until the pandemic. Oh yes, there were funerals, lots of funerals for neighbors, friends, acquaintances, and church members she barely knew. The pandemic interrupted her sad and dreadful life. There was one glimmer of hope. An old friend of her husband kept emailing and sending pictures of life in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Lilly looked forward to his emails and always asked questions about living in Mexico. The idea hit her like a ton of bricks. She would become a snowbird and spend 6 months in Mexico as soon as she could travel. Clarence's college buddy offered his guest bedroom, but Lilly had different ideas. Lilly kept thinking there must be more to life than church, funerals, and the movies. She was bored before the pandemic, but after the lockdown, she felt as if she was dying inside. She begins to watch YouTube videos on Puerto Vallarta. She would read the PV Facebook group posts each day. Within a couple of weeks, she felt like she was part of the Puerto Vallarta community, and she couldn't wait to arrive in PV. The biggest problem was what to do about her home. Clarence, her late husband, left her in good shape financially. The house was paid for. There was extra money each month on top of her own retirement account. There was no reason not to give Mexico a try. Of course, her kids were upset, saying she should not travel. It was too dangerous, and her oldest son demanded that she stay home in the United States. A tear slipped down Lilly's face. Her children had no idea how lonely she was. Thus, she never spoke about her secret plans again. A round-trip ticket from San Francisco to Puerto Vallarta was less than $300 US. She decided she wanted to spend $1,200 a month on rent because she wanted a condo overlooking the sea with a private beach where she could wake up early and walk for exercise. Her food costs, transportation, entertainment, and monies for a part-time maid would be around $800 a month. Of course, her monthly expenses could have been much lower. She would rent a condo on Airbnb, and she would not have to worry about utilities, internet, or having to speak the language. Puerto Vallarta had a nightlife for seniors as well as tours, church services in English, great restaurants, live theaters, museums, and an affordable maid to help with housework and shopping. George, her late husband's college buddy, meets Lilly at the airport and helps her to get settled. Lilly's Mexican visa allowed her to stay in Mexico for 6 months. During this time, Lilly transformed from a depressed widow to a woman with hope.
If you enjoy the short stories created for Sandy's YouTube channel, please subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when new audiobooks are uploaded.